everyone and welcome to Book Club. I thought I would give you my best reads of 2020. I said I was going to do that, so I'm going to do it. I've got my Kindle. This is how I read my books because I don't like holding a book. It's too big and you've got to keep it wide open and whatever. So I just prefer a Kindle, and I can read it in the dark as well. And it's cheaper to get books than buying the actual books. Now, I've written the synopsises down so I can give you a proper idea of the book before I go into my opinion, because otherwise, you know me, I'll be like, oh, it's lovely, oh, it's delightful, oh, fascinating, and you've got no idea what the book is. So my favourite, this is number one out of all the books I've read. My favourite book that I read for 2020 is The Glass House by Eve Chase. I shall read you the synopsis. A captivating mystery, deep, dark family secrets. It's based, again, now I'm not great at describing books, but you have a past and a present, and you go back and forth to the past and to the present. And I love writers like this. If you know Jessie Burton, she wrote The Miniaturist, The Muse. She has the same writing style where you chop from past to present to a different time era to now, and the story kind of intertwines, and I love that, and she writes like that. So, synopsis. When the Harrington family discovers an abandoned baby deep in the woods, they decide to keep her a secret and raise her as their own. But within days, a body is found in the grounds of their house, and their perfect family implodes. Now, the past is 1971, so the story starts off in 1971. What happened, how, then comes back to the present, to the new family. And Eve Chase, her stories are always based around big manor houses in the countryside, and that is something I love. I love the description of the houses, the grounds, the days, the seasons. She writes so beautifully, in the way she describes things is just so, you really can feel it. You can feel that it's a long summer day. You can imagine the sky, the way she's described it. I just love that kind of writing. Now, she writes amazing mysteries because I'm very, like, if I read a book, I can already guess what's happened. I'm like, oh, I know, I can tell. But with her, you actually never know. You think you know, but you don't know. So I like that hers are quite, I want an advanced writer. I want it to be intricate and good attention to detail. This is such a fantastic book. If you love that kind of, something's happened and things show up in the house, but the new family don't know why it's there, but because you've just read what happened in the past, but how's it all going to come to a head? Brilliant, excellent book. Highly recommend. If you're going to read any book first right now, read The Glass House by Eve Chase. Read it, fantastic. The second book, so I've put this in order, so my second favourite book of 2020 is also by Eve Chase, and it's called The Vanishing of Audrey Wilde. And this was fantastic. I shall read you the synopsis. An enthralling story of secrets, sisters, and unsolved mystery. Now, I told you about the time frames. This starts in 1959 and the present. 4 sisters arrive at Applecote Manor to spend the summer. All is clearly not well. They find their aunt and uncle still reeling from the disappearance of their only daughter 5 years before. No one seems any closer to finding out the truth. Why did Audrey vanish? Who is keeping her fate secret? As the sisters are lured into the mystery of their missing cousin, the stifling summer takes a shocking, deadly turn. I've got shivers talking about it. Now, when you read about the summer of 1959, it is glorious. Those long, heady days of, childhood summers where you had to just, you know, make up games, make do. People weren't going off places and going on holidays and going, you'd spend, you know, you'd stay at aunts and uncles in a summer house and just play in the garden. A very, very thrilling book. Then you get to the present of this present family who are moving into this house, which all these secrets start to bubble up when the new family find things happening in the new house or hear stories or strange goings on. Again, fantastic mystery, who done it, what happened. Again, reading this, I thought, oh, I know what's happened. I know exactly what's happened. And then I didn't. So, and I'm like, you got me again, brilliant. You know, fantastic. Again, stunningly written, beautifully written. The descriptions, I mean, she describes the sisters are all quite different, and one of the sisters describes something that happened, and she looks at her sister sitting on top of the stairs and says she melted like a sugar cube in water or something like that, and it was just so beautifully described and written, and I am for it. And again, based in this big manor in the countryside. Love that. Number 3 is The House Party by Mary Grand, and this is a psychological thriller. I shall read you the synopsis. At the intimate housewarming party for her glorious grand design, Kathleen confides in her best friend Beth that she is terrified of one of their closest friends, but daren't reveal which one. The guests are a tight-knit group, but Kathleen is convinced one of them is dangerous. Brilliant, excellent. This is this is like what you would watch on TV, but in a book. It's set by the sea. I'm thinking Isle of Wight, but I can't remember whether it's Isle of Wight. I think it was just set by the sea. And again, I like the intricate details of the relationships. You're kind of really focusing because one of them, who was at this house party, has threatened Kathleen. They know a secret about her and is threatening to reveal that secret. But is it too late? And who is it? And you will go through this whole book going, it's him, it's her, it's this one, it's definitely the son, you know? And again, you'll be like, what? You know? And I love that. It's brilliant. So if you like a sort of like juicy sort of thriller, whodunit, that's a great one. And my last, oh, no, that's not my last one. Next, Pine. This is by Francine Toon, and this is a modern Gothic, drenched in sinister rural Gothic countryside. My favourite genres are mysteries, thrillers, psychological, but I also love like haunted, Gothic kind of things, modern, kind of scary. I like that as well. Let me read you the synopsis. Lauren and her father Niall live alone in the Highlands in a small village surrounded by pine forest. When a woman stumbles out onto the road one Halloween night, Niall drives her back to their house. In the morning, she's gone. Who is this mystery woman? Where's she come from? What's going on? Again, this is a beautifully written book. You really get taken into the depths of the Highland. You really understand the father and daughter relationship and the friends and how this girl's grown up and the secrets that the town has and what the neighbour knows and what the father's trying to hide and the poverty that they live in. And it's superbly written. It's so cleverly done. And again, it's that kind of mystery that you have to figure out. And it's a great book. If you're someone that loves scenery, but all these books I've mentioned, the scenery is very important to the story. But it's a really good one, and you will be like, ooh. So that is a great one. Then I've got Little Friends. Did I not write the, did I not write the author for that? Oh my God. It's called Little Friends. I'll put it up here and you'll see who the author is. This is a psychological suspense. And this was, I put this on my Instagram. It's a really good book. I shall read you the synopsis. Their children are friends first. They hit it off immediately, as kids do. And so the parents are forced to get to know each other. They're wildly different couples. 3 marriages floundering. There are barbecues, dinner parties, holidays in Greece. An affair begins, resentment flares. And despite it all, the 3 women become closer. Unnoticed, their children run wild. The couples are so busy watching each other that they forget to watch the children until tragedy strikes. Because they have been looking the other way, evil has crept into their safe little world, and every parent's nightmare is about to come true. It's gritty, it's raw, it's detailed, and unsettling. And if you're someone that's a little bit sensitive, you might not like it, because it's quite, I like gritty things, a gritty sort of, proper story. Again, I love the different dynamics of the relationships. I love the psychological element to it. I love the mystery. I love the suspense. It's really, I love the disturb you about it. I love the way each character, how they kind of interact with each other in subtle sort of undertones. And there are things going on behind closed doors which you might not know. And you kind of think someone's one way, but then they're not, and they don't appear the way they are. And it's very, very clever, brilliant, excellent, love it. And I think that is my last book, because I've got a lot of books and I wasn't sure whether you wanted me to sit here for an hour and chat about all the books. If you want me to do a weekly book update, I can do, or a monthly or something. Do let me know. I'm currently reading, what am I currently reading? It is called The House Party, I think. No, The Housewarming. But that's what I'm currently reading. This is my best of 2020. So, those were my books. Let me know if you fancy picking any of those up, if you've read any of them, what you think. Maybe I'll give you a roundup of my favourite authors, and then you can just look up their books as well, because I have got my favourite authors and I will just read all of their books. So yes, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll chat to you soon. Bye.